Hey guys, we got Roxy here. We thought it'd be really fun to run through the Canine Good Citizens test. So what we're doing first on the test is accepting a friendly stranger. The stranger has to come up, shake my hand, and not pet the dog. Next thing we're doing is Roxy has to sit politely for a pet without jumping or biting or doing anything like that. So both these tests she does great. The next one is appearance and grooming. The person has to be able to touch ears, look at her teeth, and touch her front paws without her snarking at her, pulling away, or kind of freaking out at any of those things. And she's a rock star and takes it like a champ and does all the good things. Next thing that we are doing is going out for a walk. This includes her just being able to walk next to me without pulling in front or pulling in any direction that she wants or trying to go up and see other people. She's allowed to glance over to other people, but she's not allowed to like run up to somebody and jump, or she would have failed the test. Now, this is just a practice run. This isn't like the real test here, but we are getting her ready to get her Canine Good Citizens certified. So for the most part, she does really good for out and a walk, and that goes into also walking through a crowd in the sense of being able to walk by other people without jumping and pulling towards them. And she does really awesome with this. There was a couple times where she kind of looked over and wanted to go towards people. So I would be a little more strict on that and wanting her to kind of stay with me a little more. So that's something we can work on with Roxy. The next thing is a sit and a down, and she has to be able to stay in place. So here she sits perfectly. Here she goes into a down great. And now I have to be able to walk away from her. She has to stay there, and we go into the recall of this, and she does wonderful here. There's actually a dog behind me, and she doesn't even care. She just comes right to me. She does really great with that. The next thing is reaction to another dog, and this is where we have to walk down the aisle, ask our dogs to sit. They have to be appropriate and polite and not go up to each other. They have to be able to sit there while we have a conversation with the other person, and the dogs have to just be appropriate and not lunge or do anything like that. And Roxy does amazing at this. The next thing is a reaction to a distraction. So we just found this weird thing in the store to walk by Roxy with that she's never seen before, and she just can't bark or snarl or shy away from the item, and she doesn't do any of those things. She does really great, so she would have definitely passed that. And then the last thing that we are doing is supervised separation, which is you have to pass it on to the person running the test, and you have to be able to be out of view without her going nuts. She just would have to hang out with that person for 3 minutes without whining or crying or pulling on the leash, where here she just kind of hangs out. She found a treat that had dropped out of my pocket underneath the thing here. And you know, she doesn't care. She's just pretty chill. She's sniffing for that treat that I accidentally dropped. Now when you have to do the test, you aren't allowed to use any tools or any treats, so we are going to work her up to that. I mean, for the most part, she didn't take any treats except for her sits and downs, so we're going to work more on that to get her ready for the real deal. And here the last part was after our test that we did. She passed out in the car, and she just looked so cute. So enjoy.